Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Champagne Wives podcast. I'm your host, Kelly.
And I'm your co-host, Nicole. Hey, Kels.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll be honest and
Yeah.
transparent to our listening base here. I'm a little hungover.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't typically get hangovers, but today I'm a little hungover. I treated this past Thursday like it was a Friday or a Saturday, and I need to do better. So I'm a little hungover.
You haven't been drinking in a while.
Yeah.
I've been drinking a lot these last, 8 months. So I'm pretty my tolerance is high.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of drinking.
Well,
so
in moderation.
No. Just drinking.
Actually, no.
Just drinking.
Just drinking.
But
But listen, 2 years ago, the flips were
the
flopped,
roles were reversed.
right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I was
Here we are.
coming in on a wheel, not
Yes.
even two wheels.
Yes. And I hate that for us.
You were no, you don't.
Oh, you mean a few years ago, 2 years
Yes,
ago. Okay,
like,
yeah. Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Girl,
But I
you
was too. I was struggling in a different way.
Right,
You
that's
know,
true,
so
yeah.
it was kind of like
we were
yin and
coming
the
in
yang.
on. We both brought a wheel. The two wheels that we came in on, we both brought one.
We both brought one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so, life is just a little, it's a lot different for me, and it's just a little calmer. So I'm just not out and about. But last night we had the opportunity to go to a really nice event.
It was very nice. Yeah.
And we had a chance to network and meet with some really dynamic women in the Houston area.
Yeah.
And, we'll have more to share on the socials in due time. But just had probably one or two glasses of wine too many. All I remember is going into the Uber Black with my wine glass.
Oh no, I remember you saying it. You're like, I'm going to take this glass with me.
And I pulled a
said,
Rihanna.
And look at me. I said, take it.
Right. You're no good.
Because why not?
You're no
I'm
good.
there for moral support. What do you mean? If you want the glass,
Take the
the
glass.
glass.
It's a nice glass.
It's a nice glass. I should have brought mine. I should have
You
taken mine
should
too.
have.
So
You
you
should
could have had
have.
a set.
Right.
Damn.
Thank you. What his and hers.
Exactly. But you did. Now, so Nicole,
What?
and I want you to tell me,
What
and I want you to
happened?
tell all of our listeners right now.
Okay.
Yesterday, we went to an auction and Nicole bid for a very nice deluxe package. And that included a black car and what else? What's up?
Flower champagne.
Flower champagne. Okay. So I just want to know who you're going to take with you, child.
Okay.
Me? Is this going to be a Champagne Wives escapade or are you taking your man?
Let's
Just
go-
let me
let's
know,
go back.
child.
So they said there was going to be a raffle, I guess it's auction, right? The silent auction. And I love a good silent auction.
I did not know that about you.
I love a good silent
I
auction.
did not know that about you.
Yeah, and I didn't know
Baby,
that.
when you lifted that paddle, I
Baby.
said, oh, she's participating.
When I walked in, I asked for number 22 because that's a significant number for me. It's my line number. And so I said, can I have 22? Because I knew I was about to throw this number up for
I had
something.
no idea.
I wanted...
I'm going to post that. We can post that on the socials of Nicole winning her little auction.
I was so happy.
You were so excited.
I was so happy.
It was
But
so
yes,
cute.
So Black Car Service, I mean, I'd probably go take Bay so he could give me the
Okay,
flowers
well,
and
that's it.
stuff.
I just wanted you to let me know so my hopes. You
I know. I didn't
you didn't
wanna-
tell me last night. You didn't confirm last night. You kiki when I was you were kiki
I
hard.
was deep in the
You
kiki.
were deep in the kiki, so now I know. Okay,
Okay.
as you should.
Thank
As
you,
you
baby.
should.
Thank
Have so
you.
much fun.
Yes, it'll be a good time. We
Yeah.
gotta. They better reach out. I know that's right. Somebody better tell me because I know I paid.
Somebody better tell me, wait, why did I get a charge? Because when I get
what?
alerts from Chase that if it's higher than a certain amount, I'll get an alert to my phone. So I got a charge late 11:30 last night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, they got me. But it wasn't that. It was something else. Like that's how I woke up this morning. Oh, what I bought. What I bought.
Frantic.
Right. But but it wasn't that. So
What did I buy?
what did I
Your
buy?
Sleep
Shit,
shopping.
right. What did I do?
Hilarious.
But yeah, no, I was good last night.
So you were good. Me and my liver were still in recovery.
Yeah.
And just we're gonna work through this episode.
Yeah.
But loved last night. Looking forward to more opportunities to collaborate and to network with incredibly dynamic women.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that's incredibly important. I know, for me specifically, when I was married, I was not able to network as much as I would have wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But now, on the other side of that, I just feel so empowered
Mm-hmm.
about being in the spaces with like beautiful, dynamic, trailblazing women who are like movers and shakers and doing their own things.
Right.
And I feel like, you know, never late, right? It's never too late to do anything. But I feel like really I have been missing out on the opportunity to do that. So I really enjoyed that night, last night, that experience, as well as all the experiences that I've had just meeting just really, really wonderful women.
Yeah. And I think the times have shifted, right? Because 6, 7, maybe even like 10 years ago, there weren't as many opportunities for women to come together, to collaborate, to network, to look for opportunities to build synergies. And I think times are shifting where women are feeling more empowered and emboldened to not rely on their partners to make inroads and to build connections.
True. Yeah, that's true.
And that is actually very closely tied to one of the topics I wanted to bring to the altar today. But we won't skip to that. But I think it's just a sign of the times changing and, you know, women
That's
having
such a great
more
point.
space.
Yeah. And taking on those type of, I guess, the leadership roles in bringing like-minded women together.
Yep.
And to your point, that's why I just love the young women who came after us. Because I know there are a lot of women that are our age and even older who are trailblazers and who have, you know, created community and, you know, but I feel like this younger generation has just taken the bulls by the horn and taken that leadership into overdrive and really focusing in on, you know, uplifting themselves and uplifting the women around them and really creating and cultivating a space where people can come together and network, uplift each other, socialize, help each other out. You know, it's just such, I'm just so really proud of like the younger generation. Like they're just so unapologetic. I remember being that age, like 20s, 30s, and just really not sure of myself as I am today. I would call myself an introvert, honestly. Like networking, I was deathly afraid of. I hated it. Like I was in business school. They're like, we have a networking event. I'm like, what do I say? Like, what do I say? Like, we have these damn job fairs. And I'm like, I don't know how to walk up to anybody and start a conversation.
Let alone start talking about myself and my capabilities.
Alone. Like, it's just so, it was just such a different time now. But I really commend, you know, the younger women, the younger generation who are just unapologetic and just really confident in themselves and going for it.
Yeah. I think that the women of this era are more focused on establishing their foundations. And being able to go into a relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship or a business relationship or a friendship with something. And they're taking the time now earlier in life when they don't have the, you know, the competing priorities of a mate or children. To do that. And, you know, I think in our era, we were doing that. We were in college and in grad school.
We were achievers.
We were achievers, but we had an eye open, like who's in the room?
What's next? But it's like, what's next? Marriage was next. Like marriage was like the ultimate goal. I don't know for you, but like for me, it was just like, okay, I got this degree. Now it's time to get married. It's time to have these children.
It wasn't about like putting that degree to work for a while before I started to prioritize that. So very, very much aligned to what you just said. So I think it's a fantastic time. I'm really excited for our daughters.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Who are like, my daughter is not interested right now.
My daughter
in boys.
Is so
like, she's just not. She's like wants to achieve and do the things.
Yeah, I love her. My love, both of our girls. Yes. But yeah, I think our daughters are going to be just, I mean, in every generation, like every generation, you want the next generation to do better.
A little better, yeah.
But I think that like our daughters are going to take what it is that we've instilled in them and then go so much farther than like, I just love it. Like
I know.
they speak up, they speak their mind, they are who they are. Like, you know, my daughter, even if, you know, I try to, you know, she wants to wear her hair a certain way. And I'm like, you sure you want to do that? She's just like, yeah.
It was so cute yesterday.
Yeah. Like,
it was so cute.
And so, you know what? I just say, you know what? You look beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what she wants to do.
You know
and
what?
she has the confidence to do it. Then, I mean, let her do it. And that's the kind of women or girls that we're raising.
I agree.
And I am so proud of them.
Yes.
Yeah. And excited for them at the same time.
Yep. I am too.
And she got her money.
There's that.
There's that.
There's that. Yeah. So it's going to be really interesting to ride side saddle and then just to have like a view of that. But so yeah, that was a lot. I feel like I didn't get a chance to ask you how you're doing.
Girl, this, baby, you know, just think about it 2 years ago. Just going through the motions while also trying to find little glimpses of happiness and excitement. Yeah. So that's my life.
Yeah. And for those that are new, right, to all this, like 2 years ago, I was staring into these cameras, having conversations just about moving on and starting a new life, and one that didn't involve the partner that I was with and the father of my children. And it was a very like trying and difficult time where I was learning a lot about myself and failing and succeeding at the same time. It felt very diametrically opposed. Yeah. But just know that the process is working out in the way that the process is supposed to work out.
I'm enjoying the process. Yeah. I'm enjoying. You know, I have my days, of course, but I mean, I'm thoroughly enjoying the process.
You.
Thank you, boo. Thank you.
Okay, so a couple of topics today that we want to bring to the altar. The first topic, the topic that I'll bring.
Okay.
I have a couple in the chamber, but the one that I want to bring is about this Vogue article that came out a couple of months ago. And it was an article written by, actually, did I say a couple weeks ago? End of October. But it was titled as Having a Boyfriend Embarrassing Now. And it was an opinion piece, if you will, that was written by Shantae Joseph. And a lot of folks weighed in on social media about the article and whether having a boyfriend is a real flex or not. And there, as you can imagine, are a myriad of opinions. The article starts off by saying 3 years ago, women were so proud to showcase their partners and the people that they were with. And as we've embarked on this like female empowerment journey that we were just talking about, you're seeing less and less of that. And you'll see posts from women that are a lot more discreet when it comes to their romantic connections. You'll see a well-manicured hand with like some beautiful arm candy clinking a glass with a strong hand, right? You'll see feet sprawled across the center console on the lap of what looks to be a man. You'll see holding hands. You'll see 2 pairs of very expensive sneakers facing your 2 pairs of very expensive sneakers. But never will you see the face of the man.
No face,
You'll see the
case.
feet. You'll see the hands.
Yeah.
You'll
the
see
arm,
the torso,
the forearm,
but never the face of the man.
Yeah.
And folks added that like, hey, look, when I scroll, the last thing that I'm looking for is to see boyfriend lore. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to see this lovey-dovey couple.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not on social media to like see your relationship. I'm on social media to learn something,
To be inspired.
to be inspired by what you have going on. And as a creator, like seeing you and your partner is of no interest to me.
Right.
So I thought that would be a good discussion to bring to the altar because, I think at the end of the day, humans innately welcome and value and cherish connection.
Yeah.
And social media is supposed to be a place where you can bring, to an extent, the most authentic version of yourself too.
Mm-hmm.
And if that includes you having a partner, should that be taboo?
Yeah, I think a lot of the times though, like these Instagram or social media relationships are not real. Like when you have to post everything on social media, I don't believe it. And I know that a lot of people do because a lot of people are looking for, I guess, what they're missing in their own lives.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And so when you are missing something in your life, I just think it's natural that you tend to try to see that to, I guess, imagine yourself being in that position or dream or fantasize, right? But a lot of the stuff that people see, particularly around relationships, I don't believe is real. I'm not saying all, but a lot of it is not real. And in terms of the article, because I did see that as well, and it was causing a lot of stir in conversations online. What was the gist of it? Did she say that it's embarrassing because of the propensity for the other person to like disappoint you or what? Like, what is the disappointment in like having a boyfriend?
Yeah. So
or the embarrassment in having a boyfriend?
The Cliff Notes conclusion, right, is that with so much like of a display of having a partner on social media, are women not focused really on the right things?
Gotcha.
Right?
It was just kind of what we were talking about. Okay.
Yeah. Are women not really focused on the right things?
Yeah. So it's embarrassing to have a boyfriend versus like being an independent, high achieving woman.
Right.
Okay. See, I was thinking about it from the other side.
What?
Like you put your partner out there, you put your man out there, and he do some dumb shit to embarrass.
Well, I mean, that's a risk.
To embarrass you.
That's a
like
risk as
that's
well.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Now, do I agree with that? In the aspect of having a boyfriend is embarrassing versus doing your own thing and being independent. No, I don't agree with that. I think that if you want to be in a relation with someone, then, and it's a healthy situation, then go for it. And both of you can inspire, encourage, and help each other get to the next level. I think that's perfect, right? I am still of the notion that like men and women need each other.
Yeah. I agree.
You know, I'm not so feminist where I'll say like women don't need men,
right,
at all. I mean, could we survive and thrive without them? Yes, but I think biologically, you know, and
you need the men's.
We need them. We need the men's.
we need the men's.
I mean, we need the men's.
Yes.
And so I'll just leave that there. But in terms of just the embarrassment, displaying your relationship online can cause you. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'll say like having a boyfriend is embarrassing because there's a lot of lack of discipline, I think, in a lot of these relationships.
Yeah. And it's interesting to see like the takes that men had. Like I'm
interested.
Yeah. So there were men who were, I would say some men said that some of the men were pandering, saying like, we need to get our acts together. We are not bringing what we need to bring to the table. And these women are outpacing us when it comes to success and doing what's needed to stay in a relationship. And then some men were like, first of all, whose team are you on? Right?
Yeah.
Whose team are you on? But the reality is that, and this was a really interesting take before I say the reality. One man said that we have to understand why women are here, why like there's even a need for this article.
Yeah.
Think about what we have subjected women to over the last, several centuries. But more recently with, social media showcasing everything, look what we have subjected women to. And why would they want to display us?
Yeah.
When, we lack the discipline. We're
disrespectful, abusive. I mean, all the things, manipulative.
Right.
All the things.
Right.
And so I think the men who get it.
Yeah.
But it's just like that saying goes, like women aren't looking for rich niggas. We are the rich niggas. And that's true because we are able to provide for ourselves financially now.
Yeah.
And, the tide has turned where there is not a need for women to get married for financial stability. We are creating that for ourselves. Not only stability, but wealth for ourselves.
Right.
And so if we are going to choose to have a partner, a male partner in our lives, then what else are you bringing to the relationship that I find valuable? And I think it's a great position for women to be in.
Yeah.
Because now you really get an opportunity to date and be with someone and also ultimately marry someone who you are equally yoked with. Yeah, who's an equal. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I thought the call to action, couldn't agree more. And I thought that the call to action that some men had was a very unique perspective to take. Now, I forgot the
you know what I always say? A hit dog is gonna holler.
That's what I thought you were going to say the first time. But yes.
A hit dog will holler.
Absolutely.
You know that.
Absolutely.
The unhealed men and the men who don't want to get their shit together and just want to be accepted at any cost.
Yep.
They're going to be the ones screaming and howling online.
They will be. We've just outpaced men as women. We have outpaced men in so many ways. And to your point, you need to be able to demonstrate that you can bring something to this relationship that I can't provide for myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it is forcing men to elevate and to operate at a higher standard.
Yeah. Just like we've had to.
Right.
Like financially. We've had to go to school, get degrees, work hard, climb the corporate ladder, start businesses.
Yeah.
And that has been an evolution.
Right.
And I think that as men, the time is now for them to evolve as well.
I agreed.
Because of, look at the state that we're in. And it's not about, legislating women's bodies, women's rights, etc. It's about really just taking a hard look at yourself and your group as a whole, as a species, and figuring out like where are the deficits, right? And filling in those gaps. And I think that we as women do a better job at that. Like we're way more like intuitive,
and self-reflective,
introspective. Exactly. We have girlfriends that hold us accountable, and we really do focus on development and improving ourselves.
Right.
I don't think that men have really taken the time or even shown the interest in doing that at all.
And it's funny you say that because I remember episodes that we've had in the past and reels we've posted and
men as a collective. I'm not saying all men, but like some men. Yeah.
But we've had men who have been really critical of some of the things that we've said about like women never hold themselves accountable. Women never tell the truth to one another. Yeah. And I just want to say, like, that's the farthest thing from the truth. Yeah. Like, I mean, we're going to hype our bestie up. Absolutely. But like, we're also going to tell our bestie when she needs to have several seats.
Yeah.
So she needs to calm it down and do better.
Just because we don't publicly embarrass
because that's just not what we do.
Exactly. Doesn't mean that the conversation is not happening. But the thing about women is too, we'll ask. And we'll say, you know what? I know that's not the best thing.
Right.
I probably didn't handle this the best.
Right.
Or how do you think I could have handled this better?
Right.
What do you think about what I said? We'll be introspective and ask for the feedback as well.
And that's I'm not a man at all. But I don't believe that those questions are being asked in the man groups.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong. But I don't think they're being asked.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
Okay. We'll put up a poll.
Yeah, we'll put up a poll. I think that's I'd be interested to know.
Yeah.
If those types of questions are happening and those types of conversations are happening. So do I think having a boyfriend is embarrassing? No, because I do think that there's a nuance and a balance in the conversation here, because you can be in a relationship and be very happy in a relationship. And this happens to apply to me. Be in a relationship, be happy, and still be able to pursue the things that you want to pursue. Still be able to accomplish the things that you set out as goals for yourself before you met said partner, right? And the pairing is important. Who you select is incredibly important. And making sure that you have a supportive partner along the way is incredibly important. I'm not gonna lie, like I post my fiance, like he's posted on my personal page, but I don't think I've posted a picture of him in a while, because I have other things going on in my life.
Yeah.
I have my kids. And
you're like the best social media manager for Champagne Wives podcast.
Right. And I got my kids. I do.
And you manage their social media pages. Also,
right? So I have other things that I'm doing. So it's
you don't have time to be my man on socials, but it's real behind the scenes.
It's real behind the scenes.
So there's not really a need to just be like my man, because you're doing that in person.
In real life.
In real life, yeah.
Yes. And what's understood doesn't need to be spoken. So I think that there is a balance. And I think that to say having a boyfriend is embarrassing, maybe at this stage that we're in, like that conversation doesn't really resonate with us. Because for
me, obviously I'm single right now. So do I think having a boyfriend is embarrassing?
Do you?
No. It could be. But I'm a lover girl by nature. I'm such a lover girl.
You taught me to be a better lover girl.
Yes, I am definitely a lover girl. I'm a relationship girly. And so for that reason in the article, I don't think having a boyfriend is embarrassing. But yes, I do think it's embarrassing when like the person that you're with plays in your face.
Yes.
That's the embarrassing part.
That is the embarrassing part. And I think it's embarrassing when all you do is post your boyfriend and you don't have any other things going on.
Yeah.
Because if all your emotion is because of the man that you're with, like...
What else? Like,
maybe I need more from you. So I think that if you have a boyfriend, you post your boyfriend periodically, but you have other things that are going on.
Yeah. Or if you have stuff going on together.
Or you have things going on together. Yeah. Display all of it. Like, we are dynamic individuals, multidimensional. So display all of it. And a post here or there is not embarrassing. Now, if that man's playing in your face, that's a whole different story.
Yeah. It was like hustling backwards too, right? Like the women who were like on the top of their game, really successful, doing their thing, and then got in a situationship that's completely embarrassing. I have somebody that I'm thinking about in mind. I cannot remember her name, but she just had like her second baby for a guy that has like 8 babies.
Oh.
And she's just like a perpetual girlfriend. So that's embarrassing. Like situations like that are embarrassing as well. Like hustling backwards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Now that is embarrassing.
Yeah. And that's why like your selection process has to be incredibly like airtight.
Oh yes.
And the discernment
have your boundaries. We
be,
talked about that.
We did.
And like another season, like maintaining standards, having boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people will try you.
These men
will try you, girl.
They absolutely will try you. They see a pretty face. They see a round butt. They see some perky tits, and they will try you.
Tight waist.
There's that too. Right. They will try your ass and think that like, okay, just because I'm in her presence, like I can steal some of her aura.
Yeah, because I offer clout, money, whatever the case may be. Yeah.
And while that does matter, because we're not going to sit here and say that doesn't matter, that is important. Like there are, like your character is equally important.
It's equally important as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just a what is it, zero-sum game?
That's
like,
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
So post the boyfriend, I'll say post the boyfriend if you want to, but be real smart and intentional about who you choose to post.
Hey, man.
And let your posts be a reflection of all the things that you have going on in your life. And if you only have the boyfriend to post and that's the highlight of your life, get a life.
Oh, okay.
Get a life. Find a hobby. Right. Do more things.
Yeah.
Find a group of women
girlfriends.
that like find some girlfriends. Like find a hobby. Like do more. Get into fitness. Like you don't even need friends to get into fitness, but like do something because you're not defined by your boyfriend. You're not defined by your relationship. Like you're defined at the end of our lives and time on this earth. Like I want people to say that like Nicole she was a wife, she was a mother, she was a this, a that, a this, a that. Sister. Like I need the bullets to keep going, right? Like I don't want it to just stop at she was a wife. Yeah. You know, so
you want a packed out funeral, like I say, standing room only.
But last week you said, don't give me them a lot, just give me the best.
Just give me the best. I mean, only the best for my girl.
That's right.
I mean, that's what we want. Only the best for our girls. Seriously. I mean, because as women, we have everything that it takes. Mm-hmm. We have everything that we
really
need.
Do.
Yeah.
We really do. And the man, the partner really is just like
icing on the cake.
The cherry on top.
And the cherry, not the icing.
Oh, okay.
Or both. The cherry.
The icing and the cherry.
The icing and the cherry.
Right. Yes.
Okay. All right. Maybe all the ingredients.
Right.
Yeah. That goes into like making the cupcake.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
We come out baked, but we're
ready. Yeah. We have all the ingredients. Yeah.
Ready to serve.
Gotcha.
The
icing and the cherry.
Bingo.
Gotcha.
Okay. So that's all I'm able to offer on that.
Okay, that was good. That was good. When I saw that, I think I sent it to you, and I was just like, "Oh,
yes." So we got to talk about this.
We got to talk about this one. Yes. That's interesting.
We had another one too that we were going to talk about.
Yeah, but we could. You want to tap into that one too, real quick?
Quick take.
Yeah.
So this was about like girlfriend groups.
Oh, was it?
Oh, God,
it was not about the one the lady talking about embarrassing when your husband embarrassed you. Yes. It's embarrassing to be a wife. That's another topic for another day.
It really is. But we're gonna talk about it just briefly.
Yeah.
So social media influencer apparently had a husband and had a friend, and this friend infiltrated their marriage. I guess their marriage was on the rocks, and the friend sensed that, and then the friend and the husband started dating one another, and the lady who got left ended up suing the lady for alienation of affection.
Yeah.
And we should definitely dive into that a little bit more down the road. But alienation of affection.
Yeah.
A real law.
Yeah.
In 6 states.
As it should be.
Okay.
I believe it should be.
I think it's complex.
I think that it's I think that it wasn't just the fact that he cheated. I think that they had gone out of their way to like
hide it.
Not hide it, but just like create like mental unrest because they were posting and antagonizing her. So I think that's why she was able to win because of like the mental anguish
and the harassment
and the harassment of it all. Exactly. And I do think that like she deserves every penny. They broke asses ain't got it, but she deserves it.
Right. So it's almost like there's two different things going on. Like it's the bullying and the harassment.
Correct.
And then the conversation around alienation of affection is completely
but I think the case was settled because of the bullying and harassment.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, because people cheat every day, child. But I think that the harassment was the caveat that
got us there.
That got us
got her the 1.75.
Yes, they got her the settlement. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
absolutely. She deserves
good luck, ma'am, on collecting your restitution.
Right.
Good luck. Because
sis, good
as
luck.
I understood it, you were the breadwinner.
Exactly. But good. I mean, but that's principle, right? I mean, I think that sets precedent going forward for other people who want to be stupid and follow down that same path. You know, people cheat every day. You know, it's emotionally, physically. I mean, it happens, right? But where, again, I'm gonna say this again, where is the line drawn? Like, okay, you just cheated with this person's spouse. That does not then give you the right to harass the spouse because at the end of the day, that is not the spouse's fault. Like you guys were in the wrong. So take your wrong and go about your business. But to do the unthinkable and then harass and bully the person who the offense was against is just it's crazy work.
Yeah, it's idiotic.
That's crazy work to me.
I agree.
Like for real.
I agree.
And it wasn't even like the husband that was doing it. It was the mistress.
It was the, yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Baby. Child, let's move on.
Okay. I feel you getting riled up. I feel you getting riled up.
Because that's not right.
It's not.
Baby.
It's not.
I'm a Virgo. Baby, we seek justice. Like, justice is like so... I'm like, wrong is wrong. Right is right. That is just wrong.
I mean, if you're the adult, if you are involved in an affair and you are the adulterer, be quiet. Be quiet.
But you know what? That also happens at Fantasia. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yes. And so this case was filed in like the Raleigh-Durham area, North Carolina. North Carolina is one of 6 states that still has this alienation of affection law.
Yes.
And Fantasia, as we know, is one of North Carolina's very own.
Yes.
And in the same area, actually.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
believe, like Fayetteville, Durham. So, she
So same thing. She had to pay up. And look what that man did to her. He put her in the crazy house.
Did.
Like,
she has made her comeback.
Oh, big time. But she's with a lovely man now.
She is. And her stylist, by the way, I don't know if like you guys keep up with Fantasia, but her stylist is amazing. Like,
yeah.
Her style.
You know, she started off rough, especially with that. But I think she's redeemed herself.
Agreed.
Agreed. But I mean, same situation, right? And I think in that case, it was because she was a famous person.
Yep.
And still, again, mental duress. You're with this famous person. Now you're traveling around. You're in the news. Everybody is in my social media, my inbox, talking about my man is with Fantasia. So same kind of thing. But yeah. Okay.
Again, a conversation for another topic.
I
know about these laws.
We're going to bring this back. You know about the laws?
I know about the laws in North Carolina. Yeah.
Okay. You live there?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you do? Okay. Maybe we can have a part 2.
A part 2
on this discussion.
What you bringing to the altar, sis?
Okay. Mine's a little bit serious because there's so much, again, going on in the world of politics, specifically here in the U.S. And I think that we would be remiss to not talk about the unemployment situation. I don't even know what word to say for
calamity,
for Black women, specifically Americans, yes, but Black women specifically. So just a few statistics. So under this regime,
not you giggling at your own word.
I swear to God, girl, social media has to be radicalized. But anyway, I've never been so into politics but I just feel like
you have to be.
I have to be. Like, I don't like the way that this is going. Like, I feel like their train is on the wrong track. If now is not the time, right?
The wrong track.
If now is not the time to pay attention, then I don't know what is. Like, I'm locked in, 10 toes down.
Okay.
So under the Trump regime, 1 million Americans have lost their jobs this year in 2025. Wow. This is the 11th month of the year. This has been the largest number of layoffs since 2020, his first term, right? 300,000 Black women have been impacted by
I feel like I need to do the math
this unemployment status. Now, I will say probably a large portion of this 300,000 came from the federal government because federal, African-American women made up a large percentage of federal workers. And what I learned is that federal jobs have always served as a pathway to middle class for Black people, specifically Black women, and also served as a safe haven for us from the private sector. Right. So when we're not able to get jobs in the private sector, then we were able to go to
these government jobs
and gain stability and ultimately build wealth through creating a stable Black middle class.
Yep.
So under this administration, they came in with Doge and they cut the departments where most of us were. So that was USAID, education, and
definitely education.
What's the last one?
Oh God.
DEI, child.
Oh yeah.
DEI is on the chopping block.
Oh, it's chopped.
DEI is dead in the water.
It is floating.
And as a Black, this is difficult to hear, you know, as a Black woman, and I think that people are sounding the alarm about it. But my heart goes out to the Black women who have been impacted.
Yeah.
And with this current environment, which is incredibly hostile. So, the federal government sets the tone for the private sector. And so if the federal government is not investing in DEI initiatives and really practicing racist hiring practices, then, the private sector follows for the private companies that have,
if they see it as an example,
but for the people who have like right-leaning views. And what I realize is a lot of people in the private sector have those kind of views. So ultimately, we are going to be disproportionately impacted and affected by that as they follow the leadership and the guidance of the federal government.
Yeah.
And so, we both work in human resources. And so just wanted to talk about maybe what are some things that Black women who have been impacted by these layoffs can do, I guess, to fill in the gap. Because I do know that things will get better. I'm very optimistic. Like, I do think that the tide is going to turn again. The pendulum is going to swing back. But I just want to maybe discuss from an HR Black woman perspective, like what are some things that like Black women who have been impacted can do to just fill in their time until things get better?
Yeah, I hate that this is yet another leg of the institutional racism stool that this current regime has been able to use, right? And what are some things, to answer your question, what are some things that Black women who have been impacted by these activities can do? First and foremost, my mom always said education. They can never take that away from you.
Yeah.
And while education is not free, educate yourself. Whether it's, especially on DEI, because you're right, the pendulum will shift back. However, it's going to be a while. And like, I don't know, I don't have 3.5 years. Like if that were me, I don't have 3.5 years to try and wait for it to swing back. Let's upskill in another area.
Yeah.
How do we become a subject matter expert in another area that takes some of those, I'd say, critical skills that you were able to learn? How are those transferable to another industry, or are those transferable to another field? And a lot of that is like, those are soft skills and data analytics, and those are absolutely transferable skills that I feel like can be used. I think DEI professionals specifically have the ability to springboard into HR because there's a high level of empathy and understanding that folks in that space have. And so to transition into like a generalist role or some type of specialist role where you're supporting a business is not unheard of. But educate yourself would be the first thing that I say.
Yeah. I think, and also too, while you think about your next point, there are a lot of opportunities, just free opportunities to enhance your skills. I mean, there's like LinkedIn Learning and just some other, I guess, online learning. That, I mean, read a book. I mean, there's so many different free avenues. That you can use to enhance your skills. Yeah. Go to TikTok. I don't know, like ChatGPT or AI. Like they'll teach you how to transfer the skills you have into like another lane. Absolutely. So just using what resources are available to you. If you don't have the means, obviously, to pay for another certification or to go back to school to gain another skills.
Agreed.
Utilize what's available to you currently where you're at to focus on just kind of enhancing your skills in that way.
And, the private sector is great. The private sector absolutely pays a little bit more than the public sector does. But there are still opportunities in that private sector. And so if you need something in the meantime, like that's a pathway as well, until an opportunity represents itself again.
I've been in the private sector. The private sector can be a mug. Like,
it's hard.
Especially now with the lack of protections federally. I can't even imagine. I made my exit out of corporate America a few months ago, but I know, even working in human resources, how challenging it can be working in a corporate environment and dealing with people who have different backgrounds and, different beliefs and different views, and they come with their microaggressions and their personalities, and you have to manage that, right? Because it's always on us to manage that. It's never on like the other person. At least I feel like it's never on the other person to manage it. It's always up to us to manage that. And, with DEI, I know that, and the protections, right? There was a lot of focus on just, programming and creating a safe space.
It was a beautiful time to be alive in corporate America.
For African-American women and men to thrive. And I know DEI initiatives, helps out the white women more than any demographic.
Yeah, the studies will show that.
The studies will show that. But I think also, too, it did create sort of a safe haven in some of these corporations. Whereas I think that some of the environments can just kind of be a dog eat dog, especially for minority women in particular.
Yeah. There's nothing that you said that is
You're like, I'll double click on that.
Like, I can't even
double click on that.
Well said, sis.
Right.
There's the dynamics right now are challenging.
Yeah.
In the corporate space. So if it is not for you, have a plan.
Yeah.
Get in and, have a plan to get out, right? If you feel like it's not working for you, because people are more emboldened.
Yes.
In this political environment than maybe they were the first go round.
Yeah.
And the other side of the coin is we became more emboldened when a decision was made to vote out 45?
Yeah.
To vote out 45. So I think that have a plan to get out. Have a plan to get what you need from it, because that's what, for the most part, we're all in there for. Like, I'm here to make a difference, but I'm also here to get what I need to get and to get out.
To get your perks. Like, use your perks to your advantage. Yeah. I know a lot of these places do offer continuing education benefits. I mean, health insurance benefits as like the cost of premiums,
savings vehicles.
There are a lot of perks sometimes working with these corporations that, we as Black women can take advantage of until we reach the next step in our career and decide what it is that we want to do. I know we talked about, like, last night going to the networking of it, but I will also say now is the time for us to have community. Absolutely. Network, stick together. There's still a lot of us in corporate America, in corporate spaces, who have our own businesses, who are doing different things. And so who you can partner with if you have an idea. Maybe you can, network with someone who complements your idea. You guys can come together and start something together. So I think now is such an important time for us to build community and rely on our network. There's so many educated Black women. We're the most educated demographic in America right now. Yeah. And so there's so many of us out here who have been impacted, by this, who are looking for the next opportunity or the next big idea to create and, monetize and impact. And so continue to rely on your network, but also expand that and start to meet other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Because listen, there's a phrase that I've been saying a lot to myself lately, like denial delay doesn't mean denial. And I get it wrong every time I say it, but delay doesn't mean denial. And like you being delayed and not having an opportunity right now to work or being furloughed or being laid off doesn't mean that like you will never work again. It just might be a redirection. And I think a couple of years ago we said there's a blessing in the redirection. And lean in and have the introspective moments to ask like, what am I supposed to be doing? Was I happy here? Like, was I feeling fulfilled? And if the answer to any of those questions is no, then what is the opportunity that you can capitalize on to have a second act?
Absolutely.
And to your point, leveraging networks, building relationships. And I don't know about you, but like, and this might be a hot take, but I just feel like sometimes we got to be careful about the networks at work, because I know about me.
For sure.
I am at my job.
You're not telling people your business.
I am having conversations. I am kiki, haha, happy-go-lucky HR. But you know, someone tries to talk to me about like some of the other things that I'm passionate about. Like this week, someone was like, I talked about how I love just like empowering women, and I love having the opportunity to pour into women and let them know that like a setback doesn't mean that you're stopped. And a lot of the messaging that we talk about on this podcast. And some lady was like, it sounds like you should have a podcast. And I was like, maybe I should.
One day, maybe, after I retire.
Right. You know, so be really selective about like who you choose to make those connections with, who you choose to build networks with, because not everyone is invested in seeing you win.
Yeah.
Right. Especially at work. Right.
Especially.
It is highly competitive at work. And a lot of people at work take work a lot more seriously than you might. Yeah. And so if they see the opportunity to capitalize on something,
to be petty, to be the one to bring something to leadership. I mean, and it's not always like others. Sometimes it's like Black people too.
It be your own friends,
it be your own
your
girl.
Own family.
It can the people that you like are that you think you're cool with. Yeah. But what they say is every skin folk ain't your kinfolk. But sometimes it's that situation too. So, but to your point, like be very selective and guarded about the things that you have going on in your personal life. Yeah. When you're at work.
It's definitely a balance. Yeah. So, you know, to the Black women out there who have been impacted, though the government just reopened. So I'm hopeful that these were furloughs and not layoffs. Yeah. And for those that were impacted when Doge was alive and well, I'm hopeful that you found the thing that can be the second act for you. Yeah. And you've been able to transfer those skills somewhere else. But it is, as you said last week, these are unprecedented times. Yeah. And I can't sit here and say that I have the advice, because we've never lived through times like these before.
Never. It's so
where the
taxing.
Yeah, where the racism is so blatant, where the attacks on those that subscribe to something different are so aggressive, where the political scene is so messy. We just never been through this before. Yeah,
so I mean, the news is chaotic. The regime is. Child.
The shock factor.
The regime is, I mean, what are they? Like clowns, buffoonish. It's such a crazy time to live in. And so the last recommendation I'll make for those who have been impacted, and really for all of us, is rest. Yeah. Get your rest. Like literally, I know that when Kamala left, we collectively said like, we're inside, we're done. We're not, protesting. We're not, activating. But I think that also needs to apply to this as well. If you've been impacted and laid off or furloughed, just rest your mind, rest your heart, rest your spirit. Delayed, what is it? Deferred?
Just
delayed. Delayed, not denied. Yeah, delayed, not denial. Like it will get better. Yeah. So take this time. And when it does get better, like we like to say, when it hits, it hits. It hits, baby. So baby, when it hits, we're going to be well rested and ready to go.
Ready to go.
Yes, absolutely. Ready to get these blessings for sure. Yes. But I know that, I am not an expert on politics. Neither one of us are. And it's not really even something that like I really paid attention to in like previous years. I always voted, but I mainly voted in like presidential elections. I was just never invested in like local elections
the midterms.
or even midterms. Like, but you know, it was just president, that's it. But I just think that now we see what can happen if we do not exercise our rights to vote. There are some crazy people out there who do not think that we deserve. Now, we know that that's foolish.
Right.
But there are people out there who do not think that we are deserving of a good life. And so now is as good time as any to come together as a collective, look out for each other, enhance our skills, and get our rest.
I agree.
Period.
Baby, they hated to see Barack Hussein Obama in office.
Girl, and Michelle Obama. I love Michelle is making the circuits. Michelle said, who gonna check me? Who's gonna check me?
They hated it though, but they hated it so much that like it fuels the hate that we are unfortunately on the other side.
Yeah, that we're experiencing. Like we had to experience this whiplash from electing a Black president. And it's just so unfortunate that so many people think the way that they think because we were so much better off as a country.
Right.
Regardless of your like race, color, sex, whatever, we were just in a much better position.
Humanity.
As a collective. Humanity, yes. As a collective, we were just in a much better position. Now, it feels like every day we're in a free fall.
Every day. And like the drop just keeps
coming. Like there's different layers. Like this layer of is open.
My nervous system is
layer
just like,
opening.
it can't take it anymore.
So but maybe these Epstein files is going to be the undoing, child.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
We'll
see.
I pray.
Yeah.
I pray. I mean, I have not as caught up as I want to be on the emails that were recently just released. Yeah. But I'm prayerful that there's something in there that like forces this man to be impeached.
Yeah.
But even the impeachment wouldn't do us well because Vance is worse.
Yeah.
Vance is worse.
Well, there's an amendment, not an amendment, something like, it's a Second Amendment that can be invoked that will get rid of the whole regime. But
the Second Amendment, I thought that was the right to bear arms.
Baby, don't look. I just said I'm not an expert.
Okay.
Oh, wait, it's not an amendment though. It's not an amendment. It's something else.
Okay.
I forgot.
All right.
I'm gonna put it in the comments.
Yes.
Or we're gonna talk about it later on another episode. But there's something like some rule, I don't know, that the Congress can invoke
where the whole kit and caboodle
just gotta go. Where the whole kit and caboodle can get thrown out. Now we have to determine whether or not, our Congress will come together and be able to do that. I don't know how many votes are needed. I'm pretty sure like there aren't that many Republicans who would do it, but maybe if we have like a big blue tidal wave in the midterms next year, we may be able to do something like that. But we'll see. One can hope. So there's still hope. There are options.
I got everything crossed.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Crossed.
Until then,
just
let's look out for each other.
I got to do my rosary beads and we got to look out for each other. In addition to the rosary beads, is one of the things that we can do and just like rest and network and find mentors and all that stuff. We'd be remiss if we didn't just acknowledge how challenging of a time it is for Black women. And that's why we felt the need to revive this podcast and this platform and this space for women, Black women specifically, as I always like to say, because there are very few safe spaces for us. And to have just honest and authentic conversations about what's going on in this world that are affecting us in just traumatic ways, whether it's losing my job, whether it's being furloughed, whether it's having my SNAP benefits removed, whether it's being denied the opportunity to get like a small business loan because I'm trying to grow a business or start a business. There's just a lot affecting us. And so that's why we're here. That's why we want to have these conversations. And I think last night we had the opportunity, we're Houston based, which is super cool. We've always said, that Houston's where we call home. And this event that we went to last night, we did have a chance to connect with with someone who is a listener and a follower. And I don't know, I think the conversation, I know you had the conversation, but it was validating that like we're here doing the right work.
Yeah.
And that we're here having the right conversations, and our conversations are reaching the right demographic.
Yeah.
And we will continue to provide a space to be able to be a soft landing, or to share thoughts and ideas and opinions on what's going on that's affecting us, whether it has to do with the political landscape that we're dealing with, relational, career topics, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
So stay here, stay engaged, and stay tuned, because I think as this political climate continues to be wild and crazy and unprecedented, as you said last time we were together, there's going to be more of a need for us to have these types of conversations.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. Well, cheers to that.
I think that's really the wrap.
We'll see you all next time.
Same time,
same place. Bye, y'all.
On Patreon.
Oh, Patreon. Yes. Subscribe to our Patreon. I forgot that. Yes. Subscribe, y'all.
Because we're not dropping episodes anywhere else. You can get caught up on the last 7 seasons everywhere else. But if you want to get caught up on this season, Patreon's the place to be.
All right.
Talk to you
later.
y'all.
Bye.